G'day guys, wanted to take you through something I think is pretty good to check. It's Saturday here in Sydney. I thought I'd come into the office while the kids are at a birthday party and just check out the trades that I've taken this week, this month so far, and just do a bit of just a bit of housekeeping. That's what I like to do when I get half a chance, and I have half a chance, so I'm going to do it. All right, so I wanted to show you that there's one trade that I did take that I made a loss on here that I cannot seem for the life of me to find the report that shows the entry. I'm certain that I took the screenshots because it's pretty much a religious thing for me to, when I take a trade or when I raise an order, to take the screenshot straight away, but I can't find it. So first thing is, there is another losing trade in here somewhere, and it was a full 1% loss. All right, so it was a full loss, not a partial loss. Now what I've done is I've just taken the entry slides, and I'm not showing you the whole report. I'm not showing you the profit or loss. I'm not showing you the reward multiples. It's just the entry slide to show you before I got in. A lot of these went out. Most of these I think went into the Trader Cobb community. So for those that have done the courses, there is a Slack group there where I put my trades in. Others in the group share, and we just sort of, it's not just about showing you what trades, because I don't say I'm taking this trade very often. What I do is I say, here's something that's worthwhile looking at, because I want to empower you to make your own decisions, and you've got the checklist anyway, so you should know what you're looking for. So in order, NEO against the dollar here, you can see this is what we call a Fibonacci booster, from here to here. Pull back, the entry point is between this, it's the 61.8 and the 38.2. Now what I want to do is I want to show you each of those. The first of the 8th, what was it? NEO. All right, NEO. First of the 8th. There it is up there. 1 hour. So you look at that and you go, holy Jesus, look how far that's gone. Have I taken all this profit? Absolutely not. No, I'm not going to bullshit you. We didn't get the whole move because entry was pretty much here. Bang, in, took a bit of heat, stop loss up behind this level. In, trail you stop to there, trail you stop to there, trail you stop to there, stopped out. So actually stopped out down around this point, but a decent move nevertheless, a winning trade. Why am I showing you this? Am I showing it to you to brag? Do you think I need to brag? Do you think I give a shit about that? No, not at all. I'm doing it because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't know that you can make money in these markets. They're sitting back and they're burning, and there's a lot of salt out there and a lot of wounds. I'm showing you guys that you can make money in a falling market if you know what you're looking for. So NEO didn't get the whole move. I know it would have been nice to have continued to have run it all the way down, but the fact is did not. Ended up getting out, stopped out, final position down at this point. So entry here, stop loss here, sorry, entry here, stop loss here, move down to here. So a nice multiple of 2 or 3 thereabouts if you scaled out a little bit less than 3. The next one I wanted to show you is Ripple. Now this trade, I've got to say, I did not take this trade, but I wanted to show it to you because I've been stalking this for such a bloody long time. Everyone in the community was aware of this. I was aware of this. It triggered at about 10 o'clock, or it's set up properly about 10 o'clock at night. I've been stalking it throughout the day. I was not well that day. I've got chronic fatigue syndrome. Some days I feel really, really exhausted, and I don't trade on those days. This is one of those days I left the office at 2 o'clock and I went to bed. As it turns out, it's set up, and I said, look, if this remains being the lower high, then I'll be looking for a stop there, entries at breaks. Well, as it turned out, it's so far the trade of the month, but let's go back and have a look at it again. Ripple, where are we? Where did I put that? There. There it is. Stings a little bit still, if I'm honest. It does, it stings. Where have I gone here? What have I done? Oh yeah, there. So here it is, so you can see the screenshot. Here's the screenshot before, right, as it breaks down. Here is what happened. So stop loss behind there, entry as it breaks. Stop moves to there, stop moves to there, stop moves to there, stopped out. That's probably, I don't know, visually, what's that, 8 to 1, 9 to 1? Actually, no, I recall it's pretty much bang on, just shy of 10 to 1 on a risk multiple, scaling out, because scaling out 1 to 1, 50% of the trade closed. It was a big trade. So if you risk $100, then you're making about 1,000. Okay, so good move. The next is OMG on a booster, a Fibonacci booster. The last one was a breakout. The first one was a booster. Then there was a breakout. Then there was another booster. Boosters work well when the market's moving quite quickly. What was that again? OMG. Here it is. All right, I think it was on the 1 hour. So we'll jump back to the 1. Zoom out a bit. Again, these strategies are systematic. They've got rules. They've got checklists. Entry in around this point. Look, they weren't exactly together, but I did like the chart. It was close enough for me. It got a bit crazy. It got a bit all over the shop. Here's the stop behind here. Here's the entry in about just below the 61.8. And here's the move. Ended up being stopped out, if you had done the right thing, down around these levels. So again, not a massive profit, but a good move. You know, making money. Profitable again. Profitable again. Do all my trades make money? Absolutely not. No way in the world. Bitcoin 240 against the US dollar. Let's jump across to Bitcoin now. This one didn't go all that well. Where were we? I didn't look at the date. 10th. So we're talking... did I get that right? 8th. No, 10th. 6-6. 10th. 6-6. Oh, that's why we're over here. No. That's why. It's here. There was a stop. There was the entry here. Moved down. Stop. You know, you got 1-to-1. It ended up being a slight profit because it dipped again. But there wasn't really that. It was very small profit, I recall, on this one. But I was pretty happy with that at that point. We've been in a downtrend for a while. If you recall, we'd had up. We'd moved up. This was the point at which I said I was bullish. And then it reversed back down. And I had a short there, which was a nice little hedge. Didn't make a lot of money, but it wasn't a losing trade. Again, SAN against the dollar. Oops. Here we go. Here we go. Daily. This is a daily cradle trade. This was very recently. I'll throw that up for you. The problem with SAM was that the actual fill wasn't great, so I didn't get filled properly. A bit thin on the books. On the daily here, you can see it broke down, took a bit of heat, very close. If you look at the high here, up there 6649 should be just behind it. The high there 6649, so saved just by what I would consider to be a bee's dick, which is very, very small. It got to 1-to-1. Look, I didn't get a full fill on this. It was a one. It didn't really. Again, it's, you know, 1-to-1 was achieved. Still holding the last little bit. Probably get stopped out on that. Looking likely, so it'll probably end up being a break-even trade on a smaller position. Not a great deal of volume. This is why I like to trade the higher market caps, the top 10, because it allows me to have more, better fills really. And I think there's one more. On 2 more. Ethereum, Bitcoin was a cracker from just the other day. If you have a look here, entry around that 61 and 50% fib booster cluster. Stop behind here. Nice downtrend. Let's have a look. 21st on. Where are we? Here it is. Throw that up. We went to the 15-minute for this one. Very low time frame, but it's Ethereum Bitcoin, so plenty of volume. Again, here it is. Pulled back up into that 61% low, clustering with the 50. Busca in, took a bit of heat, had a nice little move, continued to move, and as you can see there, you could have been stopped out realistically on this. I think it was a 15, wasn't it? 15. Yeah, it was 15. Realistically, could have been stopped out about here. As you trail your stop down and it popped back up. I actually, because I think I was at an event or traveling, that there was something that happened. Actually, no, that's right. I forgot I was even in this trade. I had a shocker. I got filled, and then it wasn't until I did a review on it, I went, oh, Jesus, I'm in that trade. I actually got stopped out down here, but that was because of poor trade management. Should have been stopped out here. Again, not a massive profit there, but again, another opportunity for making money. And the last one was ETP BTC, 8-hour crypto cradle. A beautiful pullback. I put that up on socials as well, so you're probably aware of it. A nice little crypto cradle again on that 21st. I'll show you the outcome. ETP BTC. That's the one. We'll have a look at that on the 8-hour, and you'll actually see here. Where are we? That trade here in, boom, stopped out. So we've had ultimately a really good number of profitable trades. Now, this is in August, okay? This is in August. Not a huge amount of trade volume, but I tell you all the time, it's not just about having lots of trades. It's about having good trades. You're going to have some losing trades. You're going to have some winning trades. We chip away. There's 3 strategies that we use. Guys, if you're not trading, that you don't have to, but I mean, I'm trying to show you guys that this stuff works, all right? You've seen the reviews that people are writing. You've seen people out there talking about it. This is your chance where the markets are moving. I'm making money. So are a lot of people that have done the courses and are working there. This is not an advert. It's just to show you, look, if you want to buy my stuff, go ahead, go for it. Get stuck in, tradercobb.com, go and buy something, fine. But it's more about showing you guys that there is ways to make money. Most of these trades have been downtrends. They've been shorts. They've been opportunities to make money in a falling market. If you're not in that position to do that right now, you've got to ask yourself why and when you're going to start. So hopefully that helps, guys. Bit of sort of behind the curtain showing you what's going on there. And I hope you have a great weekend. Any questions, let us know. Cheers, guys. Bye for now.